Hello, everyone. I just want to have a disclaimer with the next episode because there are themes of a sensitive nature that you may wish to either watch in private so that there aren't young children around, that also could be triggering for those who are sensitive to the element of what will be discussed. The other thing is as well that we remain as a podcast impartial, and this is the view of our guest has no reflection on our own, is for entertainment purposes rather than any stance or political information at all. So I would want to just let you know that before the next episode. But please do enjoy. It is an episode of incredible courage. It shows that this gentleman has absolutely got a voice that he wishes to share with the world of his message as what's happened to him, and to really spread that so that the things that happen to him don't happen to anybody else. So thank you for listening, and yeah, do listen to the episode if it's not going to cause offense. Thank you so much. Bye bye now. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another. I have to say, this is going to be an amazing episode of Sphere of Being, where we look at how we can care for ourselves in a world that sometimes is overwhelming, where we feel that how can we even figure on our own list, let alone on top of it where we should be. And today I have the most amazing special guest. He is an international bestseller of Stealing Lives. His name is Rafael Viola. He has been through hell, through hell, through hell, and back over and over again. He was diagnosed as a young boy as a severely retarded child. He went into care homes run by the Catholic Church. He suffered systemic abuse of all descriptions, including sexual abuse. He was absolutely left for dead. He's tried to do away with himself at a young age. He's still here. He's an indomitable spirit. This is a story of triumph over adversity. He is victorious in helping people. His mission in life is to explode all of the systemic abuse that's happening within this country for children and perpetrated by those that in their care, that are caregivers, that should be nurturing these children. And unfortunately, they're being left in the most horrendous circumstances, which then, and who can blame them, shape their lives into crime, drugs, self-harm, self-abuse, absolutely pervading all relationships that they have. But the wonderful thing is, Raphael miraculously has come through this. He is now in a wheelchair. He has suffered immense issues with his health because of what he suffered from as a child. He has had years of drug abuse and self-torture, because who can blame him when you've been absolutely abandoned and abused by those people who are meant to be taking care of you, where there's no safe space for you as a child. Today, I know that there won't be a dry eye in the house when we listen to this man's remarkable story, as I say, of triumph over adversity. Rafael Viola, welcome to the Sphere of Being. It's a privilege to have you here.
It's a privilege to have me on your show, Debbie. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to tell my story. It's a story that I think, well, I know that it needs to be shared all around the world, because these things are still happening and nobody's accountable for it. No, I'm a survivor. And yeah, just thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I know that this can be traumatic. It's also, if you find this incredibly triggering as a listener, you don't have to listen. So, we do appreciate this can make people perhaps, and I know because I've been one, it can trigger things in us that have perhaps happened to us many years ago or are happening to us now. So please, there is a trigger alert here, because this is detailed stuff. This is going to actually go into what Raphael has suffered. But the wonderful thing is with this, there is hope, because if Raphael can do this and is exploding He's on, just look at him on social media, type in Rafael
Mm.
Viola. You will see what he's doing as immense gift to humanity about sharing his truth and hoping, and just not from a wishing perspective, but practically knocking on those doors, trying to get the voices of these unheard, unseen, forgotten children to get justice and to stop this from happening. So, Viola, I'd love you, if you could, to take us into as much detail as you feel able about what happened to you as a child and taking you now from where you were to where you are now.
Thank you, Dave. I was getting choked up there, listening to you. Um, yeah, I was born in Glasgow, 1959. My mother's Spanish, my father's half Italian, half Irish. Glasgow is a real rough city, poverty. It's very well known for the slums in Glasgow in that era. So when they moved down from Glasgow to Coventry to work in the car factory, I was 9 years of age at the time. I was a happy-go-lucky boy then in Glasgow. Never missed a day at school. I was pretty intelligent. Well, I think I was pretty intelligent. No, bright. So when I went to Coventry, when we moved to, um, I played truant. I was only a young boy. I missed my friends. Different country, different culture. I love my dog, so I just used to take my dog out, go in the countryside with my dog. Social services got involved. They done a test on me. They said I was severely retarded because of my background, come from a poor family, and my listening language, because I was a broad Glaswegian. It was very hard to understand. It was hard to understand me in them days. So they went to my mum. My mum signed documents. She don't know what she's signing. Right? She's Spanish. She can't read English. So that condemned me to go to Crown Court under the care of the Catholic Church, Birmingham Archdiocese. So I went to Crown Court. It was a school. Well, they diagnosed me as being severely retarded. I didn't know that until about 10 years ago, till I got my document from the archives that I was labelled severely retarded. So I thought I was going to go to the school run by nuns, the Catholic Church. I was going to be well nurtured, well looked after, good education, going to meet loads of friends, going to be happy. Apart from it was just a hellhole. I was at this inquiry, the independent inquiry into child sexual abuse. So I know 4 other survivors who was at that school with me. I've never met them before. We were part of this Birmingham Archdiocese case study for the inquiry. And when I read their statements and what they told me, what I've seen myself, there was murders, rapes, torture by nuns, priests and staff. I ran away numerous times. I ran away from there. And every time I ran away, I got caught by the police, social services. They threatened my dad to prison. I was telling everybody about the abuse, what was happening to me there. They caught me smoking there. It was a habit I had from Glasgow. I found a little stump, a little nub, and I got caught smoking. The nun was so angry with that. She tried to waterboard me. She dragged me into the kitchen, pulled the sink up with soapy water, and dumped me until, it was, I was nearly drowned, Then from there, I was dragged up to the Mother Superior, stripped naked, whipped. Then again, I got in front of the school, corporal punishment was never to occur at that school. Spit in the mornings, they called you, and everybody was just terrified. They didn't know whose name was going to get called out, but it was mostly always me. Because I was a little rebel. Because I wasn't retarded. I wasn't severely retarded. I was looking at it, I'm not having this. But every time I had a chance, I was gone. I ran away. So they tried to waterboard me, tried to kill me that day. Then they used to they locked me in cupboards overnight when I was running away. They'd bring me back, beat me, put me in a cold bath. But it wasn't just doing this to me. There was other boys, I was fortunate. I never got sexually abused at Crown Court, but the rest of the boys did. We were at that inquiry. Police were raping them. Gym teachers were raping them. One of the gym teachers raped one of the lads, one of the young boy. 1 week, tried to rape him again the second week in the changing rooms. The lad tried to run out. banged his head off the step up a bench, unconscious. The gym teacher raped him when he was unconscious. These are the sort of things that was happening. And when they were taking us out for a walk, they treated us like cattle. Like they'd have a stick, they'd have a cane. You couldn't speak. You were single file. You couldn't speak. And if you spoke or out of line, they'd take you, they'd call you names. You're a degenerate, you're a retard, nobody loves you, nobody wants you. Society don't want you. We don't want you. So, yeah, I ran away many times from there. And even when the police picked me up, they slinked me in the cells. They gave me a slap as well for wasting police time. Look, you're doing, these people are looking after you, and this is how you treat people. So the nuns would come and pick me up from a police station, like acting all holy. Then as soon as they got me in the car, out of sight, out from the police, that was it. The beating began again. They take me back, beat me, put me in a cold bath, shaved my head, put powder in me, and put floor disinfectant in the bath, freezing cold, and hold me down, duck me in the water. Then from there, I'd go into the cupboard. I spent a couple of days in the cupboard, no clothes on, pitch black. And this cupboard, it was a cleaning cupboard. We had bars of soap and cleaning fluid and big buffers. These big buffers, they weighed more than me, but you had to get up every morning and buff the floors. And any of the kids who went to bed, they put them out and they stand there. They didn't have breakfast. They just stand there with the wet sheets above their head, and get ridiculed by the nuns, saying calling them names But yeah, there's allegations of rapes, torture, murder, mental, physical, and sexual abuse. It was rife. The nuns, one of the nuns, the karate nun, we called her. Well, that was only one of the hellholes I went to. So I ended up taking an overdose, 21 Valium pills from my father, sold from my father. Antidepressants pills, they were Roach 5, 5 milligrams. I always remember them, little yellow ones. I had enough. I just had enough of the beatings. Nobody would listen to. Only persons who listened to it was my mum and dad. My dad tried to fight to get me out, but they threatened him with prison. They said it was in Rafael's best interest that I stayed there. So it got that bad. I just thought, that's it. I had enough. Oh, because I was on leave, home leave, holidays. So I thought, I ain't going back. Dreading to go back. Dreading it. I ain't going back there. So I sold my pills, take them, woke up in the hospital. Really aggressive. So I've got reports, medical reports. Over the years, I've gathered all this information. He said I woke up angry, very angry and aggressive. Yeah, I did, because I was angry and aggressive. And because I wanted to die, I never would be alive.
I feel your pain.
So that got me out of Croom Court. But yeah, it got me out of Croom Court, but it put me from the frying pan into the fryer. I went to Pablo Hudson's home, Birmingham. Now that was run by the same sisters order, the Sister Charity St. Paul's Apostle, the same nuns at Croom Court, same order. So I went there. The things that happened at Pablo Hudson's and Elders Boys' School, that's unspeakable. There's still 100 children unaccountable. Where are they? It's documented. If you Google it, it'll tell you 100 children unaccounted for. Now, I was lucky, we call it lucky. Well, I was. I think it stopped in 1967. They stopped exporting, transporting children, trafficking children to the Commonwealth, New Zealand, Australia, Canada, the Catholic Church. That was from Father Edward's home, St. Edward's Boys' School. So there's, it's been documented, there's still 100 children unaccounted for from there. Now, there's 2 allegations of murders at Croom Court by the nuns. Father Hudson's Homes, there's no allegations of murder there. They got investigated for murder there. And what gets me, really gets me, in the newspaper, it says the nun was having an affair with one of the boys at Father Hudson's Homes. That was the reason why it was investigated for the murder, because he was having an affair, and the rest of the nuns found out about it and killed the child. But what hurts me, it wasn't an affair. It was sexual abuse. No, and the sexual abuse did happen as well with one of these participants at Croom Court. I read his statement. He got sexually abused at Croom Court. So the nuns were sexually abusing children at Croom Court and at Father Hudson's Homes. And that was the reason why the police investigated this murder, because there was allegations that the lad, that the boy, was having an affair. And that was the headlines in the Daily Mail. These are all facts. Like, and this is what hurts me. It's not an affair, it's sexual abuse. We're only kids. How can they turn around and say it's an affair? Right, no. So then Father Eric Taylor, he went to prison 8 years. Right? He abused scores and scores of children there. 8 years he got there, but there was other priests there abusing children. Like the nuns, like no, there's over 100 allegations of abuse. More than that, right? Normally, Father Hudson's Homes over the years, over the decades, it's never been addressed. It's been investigated. They had an investigation into it, Operation Greenlight, right? But nothing came out of it. See these investigations, nothing comes out of it. No, it's to be seen that justice is be seen. It just gives them enough information just to keep the public happy. Yeah, we're looking at it, we're investigating it. Like, but nothing does come out of these investigations. No. So I was at that place, and Debbie, so and I don't know what happened here. No, I was there for 5 months, but I can't remember nothing. I can't remember.
The thing is, Rafael, as I well know, you block it out.
I got
You're
found.
so
Yeah,
traumatized to survive, you block
I
it.
got found. I got found on a highway by the police running away 5 months later. I can't remember. I can't even remember being there. Nothing at all.
Mm.
Nothing.
I
What did they
understand
do?
that.
Like, no, and in them days, there was experimenting in children with drugs. There was experimenting. It's a well-known fact. In the 60s and the 70s, we were getting experimented on. Did he experiment something on me, or did he say something to me? Like, I don't know. Right, no, but it's the only part of my life I can't remember. I can remember everything. No, a little boy, everything. I can't remember that.
Wow.
So I left that one. Then I went to another one, place called I left there. Well, I ran away, but nobody come and checked on me. Why did you run away? Like, no, so I was just home. The police took me home, but no questions. Like, no, I mean, he just led me there. Like, no, and just said to my dad, we found him on the highway playing truant, and just dropped me off. So my dad had a little go at my dad. He shouldn't be out on the highway, blah, 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 blah. And from there, they tried to put me in a special school. It was called special schools in them days, special needs schools. No, I'm only a young boy. Like, no, it's, if I went to that school, I'd have to catch the same bus as the school that I should have went to, my comprehensive school that I should have went to with the rest of my pals. But if my pals seen me going to this bus, the special needs bus, I would have been ridiculed. Like, no, we would have called, like, no, I mean, like, no, I just couldn't live with it. Like, no, because in them days, you were called names. Like, no, I mean, because people always say, there's Rafael, oh, he's in the loony bin. Like, no, that's the terms that he used to use in them days. Well, he's a retard. Like, no, no, he never called you a retard. He said, oh, he's mental. Or that was their words. No, they weren't properly educated in that days. Not as we are now. So there's no way I was going to that school. Like, no, it was impossible. I ain't going to go there. Like, oh, it's to show it up. Like, no, I'm a young kid growing up. Like, no, that's going to stick to me forever. It's going to be a stigma forever. Like, no, people find this, so I ain't going to go there. So I ended up playing through it again, right? And I've ended up petty shoplifting. Nothing big, no sweets, nothing. Knickknacks, petty. Me and a few other lads from our area, there was about 10 of us. I know, we all ended up in care. I got a care order. I think it was about 13 at the time, or 12, 13. Got a care order till I was 18. Then I went to another notorious hellhole called Tenno Assessment Centre. Oh, now that was a secure unit. That was in Harborne, Birmingham. I was there for about 6 months. Paedophile ring. 8 members of staff there went to jail. The night watchman, using devotee, he abused me. He was the organ player for St. Charles Cathedral. So these people were in high places, like, no, they could get these jobs. Like, but he ended up getting all his pals in. So at the end of it, there was 8 of them. 8 of them went to prison from Tenno Assessment Centre. And you know something, 28 children ran away in 1 month. I've got the documents there. It's all blacked out. My name's on it twice. The 28 children ran away from that children's home in 1 month. That was in 1972, 72 or 73. Why wasn't eyebrows raised from a secure unit? 28 children running away from that place, escaped from that place and brought back and dragged back. Right, no. And no eyebrows raised. Right, no, from a secure unit. The sexual, the physical, and the mental, and the torture these places, like, no, because the staff were like grooming children, raping children, beating children. So it just become the norm with the other children today. Like, no. And I'm on a little boy, but there's boys that are 16, 15 and 16. Like, no, I've had boys getting raped. Like, I'm under a bed and going on. Like, no, I'm terrified. Like, no, because they're bullies. I know I'm not a little guy. I know I don't know how away. So no, and they had their little snitches as well. I know because if I ran away, I didn't know the guards would be there waiting for me. Like, no, I mean, like, no, and and I remember one instance, one of the teachers took me up to his flat. We went out in a minibus somewhere, like a trip, like, to a park, for an hour or two. I just arrived there, and so on the way back in the minibus, he's giving us out cigarettes, and I thought, oh, this is great, this is. I'm like, no, he's a nice guy, he is. So we all went up to his flat, back up to his flat, because a lot of boys went home at the weekend from our place. So I went up to his flat, there's about 7 or 8 of us. And he's got his crisps out and his sandwiches out and his pop. And I thought, oh, this is great. And he's got Gary Glitter on. But that was, yeah, Gary Glitter on there. He's got all rap music on. So I'm sitting there, then they want to play a game like debagging. It's called debagging. Like, no, you got to, it's like a truth or dare. Right? No, you got to do things. And I'm sitting back there, I'm going, what's going on here? So he's ordered one of the boys to strip me and put book polish round my privates. Like, no, I'm not having that. I know, so no, so that was a dare. Right? He dared one of the boys, or I dare you to put to take his clothes off and something like that, and put boot polish around my privates. So so the next minute, I've got all the boys on me, like, no, trying to, and they all think it's a laugh. Like, and he's sitting there all laughing. Like, no, so anyway, they never done it. So I've ended up kicking off, and I've ended up getting a few slaps, and then that was it. Once you rebel against them, they get all the other boys, all their little no, the ones who they're giving the chocolate to, the cigarettes to, and like, no, who they've groomed, they all try to attack you. So I've had to end up how to fight. Even when I'm playing in the gym, I'm not a little boy. Like, no, and this back the guy, the gym teacher, like, no, this is, I didn't even expect it. We're playing murder ball. You've got to get the medicine ball from one end of the court to the other, like, no matter what. Like, no, but it's rough, but no too rough, if you know what I mean. So something got a wee bit rough with me, and I shouted something like that. So the gym teacher came up to me, I forget his name, right? No, ex-army guy. No, he battered me all around that gym. Like, no, like, but no, in the bar, you. Like, it's like him fighting man to man, not fighting man to child. Like, no, you've got no chance. Like, and he's calling me a name, like, no, because I'm from Glasgow, because like a stereotype, like Glaswegians, or like, no, no, you think you say Glasgow, you think you're hard and things like that. Like, and I told her, I don't know, I'm cheeky, I stand up for myself. I went like that, see you. When my dad comes, I'm going to tell my dad about you. I'm going to get my dad to bar you. I don't know, when you say things like that, like, they bar you even more. Then no one in the boxing, like, no, he's in charge of the boxing. We're in the boxing ring. I've got guys like 3 feet bigger than me, like, and 3 stone heavier than me. That's when I had to fight. I had to learn to look after myself. And that's when I became a survivor. So, yeah, there's a paedophile ring there. Like, no, that was
Yes,
terrible,
so
definitely.
Raphael, I mean, this is heartrending, and
Mm,
I mean, we're going to have you
well,
again on another
yeah,
podcast as well.
yeah.
One of the things that I think, obviously, I think we're now very, very aware
Mm,
the abuse that goes on by perpetrators who are meant to be caring for children, the language that is used to describe events that, from their side, as you did indeed say, is child
uh,
abuse, not having affairs.
yeah,
That the
yeah,
fact
hots
is,
me. That hots me. That really hots me. That did. I really know. I think about that, and I go like, even the newspapers don't even get it right. They stick up for them. Like, no,
mm,
having an affair, tell it right. It's still sexual
is
abuse.
sexual abuse and being groomed, etc.
Yeah.
And so now, with this moving on from this disaster,
Uh,
this hell, as I said, you went through
uh,
hell, you went
but
through
there's
hell,
another
you went
two
through hell.
children's homes to go through. There's another two children's homes in Gilbert Approved School with the Taylor Sale Christian Brothers. No, I went there. Then I went to another one in Leicester, Woodlands Remand Centre in Leicester. Right, they're all the same. 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5. Like, no, I mean, it ain't 4 out of 5 or 1 out of 5. 5 out of 5. Exactly the same.
So thank you, because what I'd love to do now, because I'm conscious of
Yeah.
time,
Yeah.
you have done amazing things with your life and you've been part of the independent inquiry and you are a whistleblower. You are
Yeah.
going out there and getting your
Yeah.
message out there selflessly. I mean, you're not a rich man,
Uh,
nobody pays you to do this. How can people get involved in a cause like this when they're listening to what you've been through? And unfortunately, you're far from an isolated case. And I have to say, without knowledge, but this could be happening again and again and
yeah,
again,
it
even
does.
now.
It does. It does. It does.
Yeah. What would be your advice to people, especially if you have a child in this environment or you are somebody who is or has experienced this like you have? What can you do to get together to actually help this situation? How are you helping right now?
Well, I think I'm helping with going there and awareness and letting people know. As I say, I know I'm in a wheelchair. I'm out there, not when I'm here, but when I'm out down them roads. I'm telling people about these stories. I'm meeting other survivors, and we're not alone. There's so many survivors. We're all coming out now. Everybody's talking. No, it's not taboo anymore. Like, no, no, these things have got to be told because if we don't tell them, like, no, it's still going to happen. Like, I know by me speaking out, I know I'm saving children because these perpetrators, these monsters, they're scared now. Like, because they know they're spotlighted. People are on them now in these situations, in these organisations. So it makes them think, I better not do it. So when they think that they're not going to do it, like, this, I'm saving somebody. There's a child being saved by them not doing it because they're scared. But saying that, they go underground. When you bring it out, I just want to go out there, I mean, just awareness and let people hear my story and hear other people's stories and tell everybody we're not alone. Like, no, let's get this out. No, let's put an end to it. Like, the only way we can put an end to it is by speaking out. Like, no, and because things ain't changing. The Catholic Church ain't changing. Like, no, they're still traumatising us, the Catholic Church. Like, no, the Catholic safeguarding, they ain't fit for purpose. Like, no, I've met the Pope and Nuncio, I've met the Archbishops, like, they've all apologised. Like, no, they don't mean it. Like, no, the Pope and Nuncio, he was sent by Pope Francis to see me. Like, no, I went and met him. He said, oh, Pope Francis has sent me over to see you. He says, to hear your stories. He's very saddened what he's heard and, no, he wants to do something, he wants to help. I will be back in here in September after my next meeting with Pope Francis to discuss what I've discussed with you. I'm very sorry, Raphael, what you've been through, blah, 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 blah. The next minute, it's in a tablet magazine. major breakthrough for survivors. Pope Nuncio, the Archbishop, Pope Nuncio, Claudio Girotti, the Archbishop from the Vatican, meets survivors. Major breakthrough. It wasn't a major breakthrough because he didn't get back to us. He promised me he was going to get back to me. Like, no, I'm still waiting now. 3 years ago, not a word, but it's on the tablet magazine. Major breakthrough for the Vatican, but not. I'm going like, can I have my say now? Why didn't he get back to me? Because there were serious questions asked at that meeting. Nearly 3 hours I sat down with him, and he promised me and 2 other survivors, I would definitely get back to you. I'm sorry. Pope Francis is saddened what he's heard. Would you like to come to Rome to attend Mass? And after the Mass, to meet up with Pope, a possibility to meet up with Pope Francis. Now, I was willing to go. I goes, yeah, I'll go. Because, like, no, that was at the beginning. But what I've seen so far now, over the years, they haven't changed. I'm going, this is just a PR stunt. Like, no, even the Pope's involved, the Archbishop's involved. And you know something? I didn't get sexually abused at Crown Court, right? I got mentally abused. Well, this is what this says. I only, in words, only got mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually abused at Crown Court. The rest of the boys did, right? The rest of the 4 of the boys got sexually abused and everything else. No. I didn't get compensation because I didn't get sexual abuse. That's why they refused me compensation. I say, why I ain't got compensation? And the rest of the boys have got compensation. They got sexually abused there. You didn't. I go, so it's okay for me to label me as mentally abused, physically abused, emotionally abused, and spiritually abused. Only that. You've ruined my life. A young boy taking 21 pills, trying to kill himself. And you knocked me back. Like, no. The archdiocese, the trustees have knocked me back, refused me compensation because I wasn't sexually abused. But the archbishop come to my house and apologised to me for nearly 3 hours and said, I apologise under the cloak of the Catholic Church, on the whole of the Catholic Church. What about the De La Salle Christian Brothers? They abused me, sexually abused me. What about Eugene Devote, who was your organ player at St. Chad's Cathedral at Tenor Assessment Centre? He sexually abused me. Don't they too come under the Catholic Church? And it still refused me. This is what they do. They play, no, they label me. They've labelled me as severely retarded. Now they label me, oh, you didn't get abused at Crown Court, so you get nothing to do with it. And you know something? Crown Court is a national trust. They want to come clean. They're protecting the Catholic Church, Crown Court, when they get millions of visitors a year. They don't want the atrocities to come out. They know about the atrocities, Crown Court National Trust. Like, no, they've come clean about everything else, about your slavery. Why don't they come clean about the abuse? They know about the abuse. They get on their website a rosy picture of Crown Court where vulnerable children were getting murdered, raped, tortured by nuns, priests and staff. And they go, oh, come to Crown Court and see the grounds, the capability grounds, the architect, and come see all the famous statues and the famous history. King, I forget his name. He owned it, like the Earl of Coventry. He was the owner at the time. Then it became slave owners at one stage who owned it as well. Then, after that, the Hare Krishna, they took hold of it. The Hare Krishna, their organisation has their headquarters, the Hare Krishna organisation. And you know what their motto is? Karma. And I strongly believe it. The Hare Krishna never went in that, but no, they went in there. They know the atrocities, what happened at that place. Like, no, I'm telling you, honestly, got 150 kids. You could have dropped a pin. You have to lie like that in bed, with your arms crossed. Like, if you put your arms down by your side, you get dragged out of bed, like, and made to kneel on marbles. Like, people have wrote books about this place, the echoes of the past. It tells you in the book, like, making kneel marbles, the torture, the corporal punishment was an everyday occurrence. I've got newspaper clippings from the 1940s, the 1940s to the 1970s. Every decade, it's always in the newspapers, the atrocities that's happening there. Like, no, it's not just me. There's hundreds of us. But why is this all coming out? Like, no, I've got all the documents. I've got all the newspaper clippings. Like, no, not me. No, the Northern Echo, 40 boys from Sunderland. Like, no, they tell you the stories, corporal punishment is anybody thing in front of everybody. Like, no, they treated us like cattle. Honestly, God, like, no, I mean, right out of the way. the authorities come out to see us, we were put out right out in the fields, like because they believed the nuns. They didn't know, said, "Oh, they're out there playing football," or "Look at them." Like, no, they didn't come to see us and say, "Are you all right?" Nobody spoke to us. Like, no, we were tucked out of the way, and they believed who's going to be in them days. Who's going to disbelieve or none? Like, no, and they were getting paid. And you know something, Debbie, I hate Christmas. No Christmas. You know what used to do is like no. In them days there was a program. It sticks in my mind called Crossroads. It was I don't know if you remember, I don't think you can remember it, but it's like Emmerdale. It was on every night, 6 o'clock, Midlands. Like no, it was Crossroads about a motel. Noel Gordon, he was the star of it. Well, they should take us out to country pubs like that, but no, when they were having the Christmas do's. Like, and we used to go in there, little short trousers on, like Hessian trousers, you always had big rings around your legs at the top of it, or attitude, a pair of Wellians, freezing cold, chapped lips, like singing away in a manger to all these stars outside, and then I go, oh, look at the poor little boys. Like, then we used to go round with a begging bowl. Like, no, they give you money, the nun said the money, it's talking about like Oliver Twist, Charles Dickens. I'm telling, honestly, God, it was, and I'm gonna, and when I hear these Christmas songs now, I just don't like it. I know, I'm gonna, I can't be asked with that. But
Well,
yeah, but
well,
then nothing
Raphael,
cool. Well,
thank you. I mean,
uh,
I know we have to close now, but
yeah,
we're going to put all your details in the description and the show
yeah,
notes so that people can be
yeah,
in touch with you because I know this will have
yeah,
touched the hearts and the minds of
yeah.
so many
Thank you, pal.
people.
Thank you. I just
We
find
need
that
to get
story.
your message out there.
Yeah, that's what it is.
We
You know
need to
something,
get
Debbie?
people
No, no, what I think to
listening.
myself, I think Jesus is doing us today because I should have been dead. I know I should have been years ago. Like, no, and I'm still here. I'm going like that. I'm here for a reason. I'm not ready to go yet, and I can't walk. I can't. No, no, I don't take pain relief. Nothing. Like no, and I'm going. Well, I comes I'm doing this. Like, I'm going to Spain every month. Like no, I go from the Costa del Sol to the next part. No, it's all right to the bottom. Like, and I'm so happy what I'm doing. But when I'm back here, I'm sad. I'm sad. Like no, because I know I can't do nothing.
I
Like
know.
no, no, but I
Well,
don't know how I'm doing it. How could I do? I do it. Like no, and when I had that heart attack in Malaga in April, I spent 5 days in hospital. Then when I came out, I got a hospital bed here. I spent 5 days in my house. Then I flew to Barcelona. I thought, get off your ass. Get out on your horse. Don't let them beat you. And
don't
that's
let
all
them
they
beat
done.
you.
And
Don't
I
let
just
them
went to
beat you.
Barcelona and I
You
sold 10
hear?
books. I sold 10
Mm,
books in Barcelona. But I stay in
yeah.
hostels. You know, when I go away, I stay in hostels. So my book, I meet everybody from all over the world in these hostels. It's cheap and it's cheerful. They all look after me. So they're all secure. And I sell my books in these hostels. So it's in Australia, America. You have a look at my website, not my website, my profiles. But America, Australia, Canada, everywhere. My books everywhere. Like, because I'm in them hostels and I get backpackers coming in and out. And I tell them,
Fabulous. Well,
yeah, I tell them.
Raphael, we'll get everything in the description for you.
All right,
And it
thanks,
has been an
David.
absolute, as I said, an honor and a privilege. We'll
It's a
have you on the next
privilege for you
podcast
listening
as
to me,
well.
David. Yeah, thank
And
you.
we'll get that message out for you.
Yeah.
And if anybody is listening who has been through an experience as like Raphael, if anybody is out there worried that something is happening, please do be in touch with myself or with Raphael because the perpetrators need to be brought to justice. This needs to stop. And the more people to coming together, sharing their voice, making themselves known, the less hiding places these perpetrators have. And for all those people who are good Catholic priests and nuns who
Yeah,
do the most amazing God-given gifts to everybody, we understand this
I
isn't
do.
the whole church.
I know, I agree 100%. This is what I want to say as well. Like, no, because I know I was brought up a Catholic. Like, no, I know there's a lot of good Catholics there,
Yeah.
but there is
There's
some
bad
bad apples
people everywhere.
everywhere. Yeah, and
Bad
education
people everywhere
department and
that
national
use
health. You
their
can name it. You
power.
can go on and on and on. I know
Yeah.
exactly, but I don't
So we're
condemn
not,
everyone.
we're
No,
not,
honestly, there is some, but not all.
yeah,
I just
we're
want to
not
clear that up.
disrespecting the
Yeah,
people that
yeah,
have the wonderful
exactly.
hearts of the
Yeah, I
Catholic
do.
faith.
Yeah, my sisters
Absolutely
are
not.
Catholics. My family's are Catholics. I know.
Mm.
I
It's
know
just
this.
those few that have taken it upon themselves to
Yeah,
abuse their privilege of
yeah,
power. And this is what I think we need to be
yeah,
behind. And that's
yeah,
anybody, irrespective of religion,
Yeah.
anybody that does this to children,
Yeah.
whether it be the parents or the caregivers or people who are in periods,
Yeah.
teachers responsible for children, this has to stop, and it has to stop as soon
No.
as we can possibly get it to
Yeah.
stop. This is not acceptable.
Yeah.
And the way in which it affects people's lives and the ripple effect is absolutely horrendous.
Yeah.
So this is the message that, we want to give out for those.
Thank you.
There's no hiding place now. Rafael is on a mission.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody that's been involved, anybody that wants to be in touch with him, please do. I will also very happily put you in touch with Rafael if you'd like to be
Thank
in
you.
touch with me. And Rafael, thank you so much for
Oh,
being on the
thank you
podcast.
so
We'll
much as
speak again
well.
very
God,
soon.
thank you very much for getting my voice and our voices out there.
My
Thank
pleasure.
you
My
very much.
pleasure, my darling. My pleasure. And
Thank
for
you.
everybody listening, I know this has been a very emotional and triggering episode. Let's make a difference. Let's make
Yeah.
this count and let's together and stop abuse and trauma from
Yeah.
happening to innocent children.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody. It's been
Thank you.
wonderful to have you. See you all
Thank
again
you.
very soon.
Okay.
Carry on caring.
And you, and thank you, Deb.
Bye bye,
Thank
my
you.
darling. Bye bye
Bye
now.
bye. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.